Welcome, dear viewers, to Rosenbauer's Online Product Days. This webinar is about one of the most important and frequently used tools in any fire department, the turntable ladder. Not just any turntable ladder, though. This model will reach the highest spots and get into the narrowest alleys. Its name, the L32A-XS Flat. Here to explain what this turntable ladder is all about and what technical treats it has in store is Rosenbauer's product manager for aerial ladders, Tobias Deißler. Unfortunately, due to the global situation, Tobias couldn't be in studio with me today, so we'll turn things over to him in Karlsruhe, Germany. Tobias, the floor is yours. Thank you, Clemens, and hello from Germany. What does the L32A-XS Flat mean? L is for the ladder. Sometimes it's also abbreviated as TL for turntable ladder, and ALP for aerial ladder platform. 32 stands for the maximum working height of 32 meters. A stands for articulated, which is to say the ladder has joints. XS means extra small, which refers to our patented cutout in the ladder set. This allows us to achieve a very compact action radius of just 6.3 meters. And last but not least, of course, flat. In this new turntable ladder means exactly that, flat. So flat, in fact, that we get a total height of below 3 meters in travel mode. And now let me show you a short video of the vehicle to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. Hello, my name is Falk Pott, and I work in technical sales at Rosenbauer. Today I'm going to show you the aerial ladder L32A-XS Flat. This is an expansion of our well-known XS design. The aerial ladder is mounted on a standard Mercedes-Benz Iconic chassis. The overall width is 2 meters 40. The vehicle height is less than 3 meters. This enables firefighters to negotiate even the narrowest streets, tight yard entrances, and low underpasses, so they can get to the scene faster and extend the ladder even in difficult spatial conditions. XS is extra small, just as the name suggests, but it also extends to a working height of 32 meters. The XS Flat has a removable platform with a 500-kilogram tip load, with 4 entry points, enough room for a wheelchair or stretcher, a swivel control panel, and lots of accessories. One of the aerial ladder's special features is the driver's cabin. We modified the original cabin to now accommodate 3 or 4 people. Additional brackets for a compressed air breathing apparatus can be installed on request. And to round it all off, a real technical highlight, the XS Flat has an additional rear steering axle. This not only reduces the turning radius, but also allows for what is known as the crab steering mode. This gives you access to every nook and cranny, no gap too small. Well, there you have it. Those were the highlights of the L32A-XS Flat. Great footage, don't you think? I'll always be fascinated by the crab walk mode. Now I'd like to go into a little more detail with some of the special features. The width of 2.4 meters refers to the whole vehicle, the driver's cabin, the bodywork, the front and rear axles, and also the main control panel, all 2.4 meters wide. And in terms of height, we even stay under 3 meters in travel mode. At the press conference, where we presented the vehicle to the trade press for the first time, we had a reporter measure the height. The result? Only 2.95 meters, with the air suspension lowered. Mind you, in this condition, you can still drive at a walking pace, and of course maneuver, and thus squeeze through even the narrowest alleys. Here's a picture of the ladder in action. One stop of our demo tour was in Passau, where we drove through Inbruckgasse. Anyone who knows this alley knows that you wouldn't get through it with just any turntable ladder. But with the new L32A-XS Flat from Rosenbauer, no problem. Now here's the exciting question. How exactly did we manage to make this? For this purpose, I'd like to go into a few technical details at this point. First of all, there is the front axle. which was made 100 millimeters narrower by a refurbishing partner on the basis of the original axle. Both the axle support and the coupling rods were replaced by newly developed, shorter versions. All other parts are Mercedes-Benz originals, which means proven technology from the large-scale production. Here are two pictures in comparison. On the left, the original, and on the right, the narrower axle. The effect is pretty clear. The next part is the cabin. As my colleague already showed in the video, we have been careful to adapt the cabin to the specific requirements of fire departments. On the left again, the original cabin. On the right, you can clearly see the adjustments. We raised the roof by 170 millimeters and shortened the fenders on the right and left by 50 millimeters each. Again, we used as many original parts as possible. In the end, the roof substructure was merely raised. Thus, the cabin's crash behavior in an overturned scenario corresponds exactly to the norm, just like an original Mercedes cabin. Due to this roof elevation, we can offer different seating configurations. Both 1+2 and 1+3 seats are possible, with or without SCBA holders. Another highlight on this turntable ladder is the rear axle steering. It not only makes the crab walk steering we saw in the video possible, but also reduces the turning circle from 18.3 to 14.0 meters. In addition, we designed the rear axle so that even full traction tires, mud and snow tires, can be used. This always guarantees enough grip to get to the scene quickly and safely, and all this with a total mass of 16 tons. To give you an impression of such a rear axle, here is a picture from the production. Please excuse the somewhat poor quality. The person who sent the picture also sent along a note saying, "I'm an engineer, not a photographer. This is the best photo you're going to get from me." I think the picture still shows nicely how massive the axle is designed with its disc brakes. The axle itself is supplied by the Kessler Company, a well-known manufacturer of axles that are used in heavy-duty mobile cranes or construction equipment, for instance. Again, deliberately robust, high-volume technology. I think it goes without saying that we passed all the tests and inspections relevant to approval with flying colors. I think you also know by now that here at Rosenbauer, we hold ourselves to the highest quality and safety standards. Thanks to the original Mercedes-Benz powertrain and series components, this was no problem at all. The high quality is also reflected in our robust bodywork, made of aluminum or our tried-and-true ladder set, tested thousands of times in action by you and your colleagues with our patented XS technology. If you want to learn more about the production of our ladders and the world's most modern, robust assisted ladder welding shop, I invite you to visit our virtual booth. There's a video in the virtual booth you will definitely want to watch. And if you want to know what it feels like to sit at the main control panel of our turntable ladder or to stand in the rescue cage, you can also experience that at the virtual booth as well. Well, that's it from me. I hope you walk away with a pretty decent overview of our L32A-XS Flat. Stay healthy. And now, back to you, Clemens in Linz. Thank you very much, Tobias in Karlsruhe. Let me once again briefly summarize the special features of the L32A-XS Flat. The turntable ladder is very narrow and very low when in motion, which allows it to drive through the narrowest streets and low underpasses. Thanks to additional rear axle steering, it is also extremely maneuverable. The XS Flat is based on a standard Mercedes-Benz chassis, which means the service and reliability are top-notch. And that brings us to the end of this webinar. If you want to learn more about the L32A-XS Flat, you can find more information now on rosenbauer.com. You can find the link to the 3D tour, Tobias already mentioned it, below the webinar. In addition, if you have any questions, our experts are available in the chat. Thanks for watching, see you soon, and goodbye.